Second to only Jimi Hendrix, Eddie Van Halen was undoubtedly one of the most influential, original, and talented rock guitarists of the 20th century. Born Edward Ludwig Van Halen on January 26, 1955 in the Netherlands, Van Halen moved with his family to the U.S. in the 60s. He and his older brother Alex began taking piano lessons at an early age, which planted the seeds for both of the siblings' future musical careers. Mesmerized by the British invasion rock movement, especially the Dave Clark Five, began playing the drums, while Alex took up guitar. The brothers switched their respective instruments shortly thereafter. While Eddie was working a paper route, trying to make his drum kits payments, Alex was bashing away at his drums until he was actually better than Eddie. As such, hard rock guitarists Eric Clapton and Jimmy Page soon influenced the young Van Halen's playing. The Van Halers began playing backyard parties and clubs in Los Angeles area, mixing covers with originals, and eventually hooked up with singer David Lee Roth and bassist Michael Anthony in the early 70s as the group Mammoth. It was around this time that Eddie began employing a new skill to his guitar playing, the two-handed tap technique, which soon became his trademark and infinitely copied by other players. With his awesome speed and tasty phrasing, Eddie quickly became the top guitarist of the local music scene, as the group changed their name by the mid-70s to simply Van Halen. Eddie also began custom building his own guitars while using the shape of a Fender Stratocaster. He would cover the body of his guitar in stripes of tape to create a wild design that would become another trademark of his. Van Halen signed to Warner Brothers in '77, which issued the band's classic self-titled debut a year later, starting off a string of multi-platinum albums and sold-out tours. Eddie immediately began being recognized as the best rock guitarist, and he won numerous poll awards from all the world's guitar magazines, Guitar Player, Guitar World, etc. Something that would become a yearly occurrence. Besides guitar, Ed broadened his horizons by adding keyboards to the band's sound, resulting in their 1984 #1 hit, Jump, as well as singing lead on select tracks, 1998's How Many Say I, and despite going through several singers throughout their career, Roth, Sammy Hagar, and Gary Sharon, Van Halen's popularity persevered. In addition to playing Van Halen albums, Ed also appeared on other artists' recording. His most famous being an uncredited solo on Michael Jackson's 1983 monster hit, Beat It, as well as collaborations with Queen's Brian May, 1983's Starfleet Project, and Roger Waters, the track The Lost Boys Calling, from 1999's The Legend of 1900 soundtrack. Film scoring was also added to his list of credentials, with his compositions appearing on the soundtracks for the movies The Wildlife and Twister. Although he was associated with Kramer guitars throughout the 80s, Ed created his own line of guitars for the first Ernie Ball Company in the early 90s. Before switching to Peavey in the mid-90s, Eddie's personal life has also found its way into the tabloids over the years. First with his marriage to TV actress Valerie Bertinelli, and also with the publicized alcohol dependency, a battle he successfully conquered in the late 90s. Eddie Van Halen remains one of rock's greatest instrumentalists.